I told you I'd come back and give you the 411 on whether or not the Boxycharm base box prices are going up again. And I do have an answer for you guys. Yay! Welcome to today's video. Happy Sunday. My eyes are not done because I figured as I'm talking to you guys, I can go ahead and create an eye tutorial using the ATHR Beauty Desert Sunset Palette. You guys have really been requesting to see this again on my channel and do more than just the one tutorial that I already did. If you haven't seen that one, I did a try on and tutorial of this palette. I'll link it down below. So I figured 2-in-1, talk to you guys about my communications with my contact over at Boxycharm with regards to this and create an eye look. Now the last time I did use this like poppy pink corally shade, so I think we're gonna, should we go like smoky? I think we should go smoky with this palette. To start off this look, I'm gonna use this like medium brown shade. I'm gonna apply that all over the crease. Now let's start talking about it. That pop-up clearly stated that if the person canceled, they will no longer access the base box for the $34.99, $35 plus tax. Nor would they access all of the benefits that you have for being a Boxycharm active subscriber. Now here's the thing. There was so much speculation in the comment section of that video, and I was very clear. I did not think the price was going to change. So many people got upset. I was telling you guys, I don't think the price is going to change. But so many people were upset and said, I canceled already. Other people were saying, if it's going up, I'm gonna cancel. So here's the dealio. As per my contact, we've been texting back and forth. The price, from what she's aware of, will not be going up. It just went up. So they were slightly concerned as to where that came from, whether or not it was a typo. But then I mentioned to her what you guys were saying. So many of you guys were saying that it looked like it was in Canadian pricing because for Canadians, that's the price point for the box. And then at that point, it kind of clicked. I want to make sure that you guys do not start freaking out because a lot of times when things are on social media, if things are not properly explained, it is blown out of proportion. That's why I was telling you guys, don't freak out yet. Let me find out. You guys know I got you. And so that's what it seems like was the situation. The person who posted that was more than likely a Canadian charmer who decided to cancel her base box, and that's the pop-up that she got. And to further add to that, so many of you guys were so amazing sending me DMs and sending me emails with this pop-up or something extremely similar to this, because I mean, you know, the cutout when you screenshot based on your phone or whatever is different. And so this is what you see when you are a US subscriber. So the price is $27.99. Then there were questions with regards to the asterisk that you see at the end of that price point. All right, with this, oh girl, nobody, you guys over here watching, and I know it's all about the Boxycharm situation, but damn, somebody could have told me I had a little bit of cockatoos coming up. Then we're gonna dip into the next brown, and then to follow that, we're gonna go with the next brown. So remember my theory, the way I like to blend colors, I go from lighter to darker, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. Lighter, darker, and then darker. That way I can keep talking to you guys. Same brush, same thing. We're gonna blend it in our crease. My understanding is that the asterisk has to be there because there's a disclaimer on that. And I know you're wondering, why would there be a disclaimer on that price? That's the base price for the box. That's the price that you're paying for that particular box. But remember, now you have to pay taxes. So depending on what state you're from or region, you're going to pay a certain amount of taxes. So it's all going to depend. So realistically speaking, you're not really paying the $27.99. So that's why they have that asterisk, and you're supposed to go look at the fine print, and the fine print explains that you know, plus applicable taxes. Next, let's talk about individuals who do not have an active account, therefore they're no longer charmers, having access to the events. A ton of people are saying, well, I get the invitations, but the invitations literally say I have to reactivate in order to access the events. Here's how that's working. So they send you an email prior to the event going live. I get those emails as well. And the emails say, reactivate your account to access this amazing, you know, month's box. And then you'll also have access to blowout prices, or like mind-blowing prices, whatever. Like every single month, it kind of like the verbiage is a little different. And that's basically their way of trying to pull you back in so that you would subscribe. That's really what it is. But once the event goes live, usually for the past few months, they've been waiting like 1 week. And then they send another email inviting you to like, hey, you know, and I'll put a screenshot right here so you guys can see it. Like, you don't have to activate, you can just shop, like a free pass to shop. And so many people have chosen to just dive on in and purchase specifically what they want versus paying for the box. So if you were to wait until after the event has gone live for a week, you'll have access to their event, not having to sign up for the box at all. At least that's how they're doing it for now. I don't know how long that's gonna last. Now, there are a ton of charmers who are not happy about it, and then there's other charmers who kind of don't care. I'm in the situation where it doesn't really matter to me, because at the end of the day, I would pay for my box and then go in, and a lot of things that I wanted were already sold out. So, you know, I would only grab other things that kind of like spiked my interest. But at the end of the day, you're paying for a box and you're also buying items at the event. So for me, instead of getting duplicates, because I do get boxes to review for you guys, I just, you know, browse it. If there's anything in particular that I like or that I want, I snag it out of the event. I haven't actually bought anything in a little while though. There has been nothing that I've like drooled over or have felt that I really wanted. I do suspect that the next event I'll go shopping solely because I need to like snag backups of certain product. This darker shade is this dark one I was telling you I was gonna pop on top of that. So to piggyback from what I mentioned before, you know, the stores, the events that Boxycharm hosts are no longer really members exclusives, because at this point, anybody can really go in. As long as they have an account, doesn't have to be active, can go in and shop. And if you don't have an account, you can just create an account. You are not required to subscribe, and then you're able to go in and shop. The only thing that truly is exclusive, which I think is awesome, and they should not change this, if they continue to allow anybody to go into the events and shop, this is one thing that they should not change. And I like that they're doing this. They're prioritizing active charmers on the events. So only active charmers are able to jump in and make their purchases at that reduced price. So of course, once you go in a week later, if you don't have an active account, a lot of things that you may have wanted are already sold out. That's just what it is. That's the benefit of having the active account, that you're able to shop before anybody else does and snag items before they sell out. Certain things sell out pretty quickly, even if you have an active account, because of the fact that they're like a hot commodity within that store. So everyone logs in to get the very same thing. However, you have a better shot at shopping those particular items if you have an active account versus waiting an entire week to not know whether or not the product is there. I like that so far. I'm leaving this area somewhat product free, so I want to add like a shimmery shade on there. So far that's looking really good. I'm gonna grab a like flat packing brush, and I'm going to add this brown shade first. I'm gonna add that on the lower portion of the eye, and I'm gonna blend it back and forth. So I wanna add a little bit of warmth. I'm gonna take that very same brush, and with the very tip, I'm gonna dip into that really dark shade, and I'm gonna drag that as close to my lash line as possible. And with a clean blending brush, I'm just gonna blend that back and forth. And you know what's crazy? I was thinking back, like when was the last time I shopped anything at one of the Boxycharm events? It was when they had the Trestique foundation. I think it's like a foundation stick, and it had the sponge on the opposite side. I remember purchasing it, hoping that it came really fast, because typically I get any orders that I place through Boxycharm, I would get them like within a week. So I was like, that's awesome. I purchased it. That way I could go ahead and kind of like show you guys how it works, give you guys like a personalized review, show you what shade would work for me if in fact the shade that I had chosen actually would work for me. And let me tell you how I never got it. I never received the Trestique foundation stick, to the point that I kind of forgot about it. And it was like I want to say a month and a half later. With a fluffy eyeshadow brush, I want to dip into this bronzy shade. It is a shimmer shade, but it's not super glittery. It's this one over here. And I'm going to pat that all over the lid. So yeah, so I was like, wait a minute. Now, I don't like to bother my contacts over at Boxycharm specifically for like product like that, because I feel like the only reason I have that contact is so that I can do things like I did for you guys and just reach out and find out what in the hell is going on so that I can clarify things for you guys, because I don't want you guys to freak out if it's not necessary, right? So I sent them a DM over on Instagram and I got a fairly quick response considering. And they did some research, figured out that the item was no longer in stock in that shade and that they had to reimburse me. Well, I mean, it would have been nice to know that like a month and a half ago, you know? That's why I never reviewed that. But I was thinking back and I was like, man, when was the very last time that I went ahead and purchased anything from their website? And it was a while ago. As you guys can see, this is looking really good in my opinion, but I want to add more of that dark shade. So we're gonna dip into it with the big fluffy brush and we're just gonna blend until it looks beautiful. So yeah, and to clarify, I wanted to mention one thing to you guys. I saw a comment where someone was venting and I didn't take it personal. I think it's perfectly fine. That's what my comment section is for, so that you guys can like really say how you're feeling. And it was not offensive, it was not disrespectful, it was not rude, but it was somewhere along the lines of, it sucks that Boxycharm relies on influencers to clear things out, you know, for you guys, and that it's unfair because you're a paying customer towards them. Like, I'm paraphrasing here, but that's basically what it is. Like, they should actually be the ones to like speak up and provide the responses, especially when people are asking them the question. Just note, the only reason why I do these videos and I talk to you guys and I go behind the scenes and I ask questions is for you guys. Honestly, they've never asked me to explain anything to you. They've never asked me to kind of like give you guys any sort of excuse. And I'm not saying that that's what she said. I'm just saying I want you guys, you know, to know exactly why I do what I do. I do it for you guys. The same way that I go ahead and review products for you guys and tell you if they're amazing or not and all that jazz, I can also tell you this is not okay. Let me double check, because at the end of the day, I was a paying customer too. I have this access that not everyone has. So if I can get some clarity and share it with you guys so you guys can stop freaking out and be at ease, then why not? And then I'm gonna grab a clean brush and I'm just gonna blend those edges. I also feel like you guys trust me, so I wanna make sure that everyone is like well informed, you know? Okay, that looks really good. I'm gonna grab a mascara. I'm gonna use the Lift and Define 5D Lash by Makeup Revolution. I'm gonna do some back combing. I am gonna pop some lashes on just because I feel like the eye requires some extra drama just to like make it worth it. I'm literally going nowhere. I went out and I came back. I went to the grocery store and I do curbside for literally everything at this point. So physically going into the supermarket today reminded me why I don't necessarily like seeing people physically. People are so rude. Like, their carts are all over the place. They're taking over like they own the store. You say excuse me and they're just like rude. I'm over it. Like, I curbside for me. I'm gonna stick to curbside. I know I need to see people, but then again, I haven't always been much of a people person. I'm very awkward around physical people. It's weird. I think I want to add a little more drama to the lower lashes, so I'm gonna use the Fenty Beauty mascara. The lashes I'm applying are by Lash Scoop in the style Tequila. They're so cute. Very, very up my alley. I'm gonna prep them and pop them on. The lashes are on and right. Am I, come on, you can't say I'm wrong. These lashes totally took this look somewhere else. The look was already cute on its own, but there's nothing like a good lash. And I know I'm gonna get questions on it, so I'm just gonna show it to you guys now. The lip liner is the Dragon Beauty that I got in Boxycharm. It's the 2.0 cc's. I'm obsessed with this. It's like my perfect shade of lip liner, for me at least. I've literally sharpened it like 4 times already. And then the lipstick that I have covering my lips, of course, is Sao Paulo by Ofra Cosmetics. Just remember, I always have a discount code on Ofra Cosmetics in my description box down below. They just launched their Love Me More Valentine's Day collection. It is beautiful. It retails for $49, but yes, you can use my discount code and get 20% off any of your orders, whether it's bundle, whether it's not. Just know that you can always save 20% off your orders at ofracosmetics.com. And that is the completed look. And it looks really good. I'm so happy about it. Now it's a damn shame because I'm not going anywhere. But yes, guys, let me know in the comment section what do you guys think. It was a little bit of everything in this video, but I did promise I would come back and let you know whether or not the price is going to change. And from what I'm being told, no. But chime on in on everything else. Give me your feedback. I'd love to kind of check that out and chat with you guys. And that is a wrap for today's video. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. Give me a thumbs up. That way I know you're liking these kind of videos as well as the tutorial. And yes, no worries. I will create another tutorial or two with this one. Just give me ideas as to what you guys want to see. I created something with that poppy shade. Now we have this very wearable, sexy, smoky eye. Let me know what other colors you'd like to see out of this palette on the eyes. That is all for today. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.